This one's straight to your head.
Welcome back once again. I am Jameson Michael, and this is Jamie Reviews. And by popular demand on Instagram, you guys voted to have YG back on the scene. So boom, we made it happen. Hashtag Team Gretchen. And today, we're not just going to take a look at one shoe, but two models. That's right, two. Now last year we skipped over the Nike Free series, but this year we got updates that seem worth reviewing. We got the Nike Free RN 5.0 and the Nike Free RN Flyknit 3.0. They're kind of similar, but a bit different. So we'll focus on what those differences are, which one is better, and of course, if they are worth getting. So let's stop wasting time. This is our review of Nike's 2019 lineup of the Nike Free. So the upper and the standard Free uses what Nike calls their second skin fit. It's pretty much a liner with the mesh going over it. The upper itself is like a smooth suede-like material that stretched and adapted to our feet as much as we needed it to. My foot is more on the wider side. Gretchen is more on the normal foot shape. She's just regular and basic. But both of us thought the fit worked. In the Flyknit version, we found the fit to be just as good, but slightly stretchier and some added breathability. I prefer the breathability of the knit compared to the mesh of the standard Free, but to be fair, we live in warmer weather most of the year, so one might work better for you depending on where you live. The standard RN 5.0 also uses overlay straps that kind of blends as part of the design. The laces have this asymmetrical fit, but I didn't find it any more comfortable or better feeling than your normal standard lacing setup. And although it doesn't look like much, the lacing style of this shoe does work, and adjusting the fit was pretty simple. Or at least it is when compared to the Flyknit version of the shoe, where the lacing is kinda not a thing. On the Flyknit version, you got this midfoot wrap that goes over the foot to keep the foot snug and secure, or at least that's the goal. The fit was a bit snug at first, but it did adapt, and when it did, the midfoot lockdown left a lot to be had. The issue here is that there's not much that you can do about it. There's no laces. Now, we didn't twist the ankle or anything drastic, but that feeling of wanting a bit more of a stable ride was constantly there. But besides that, as far as the fit, both fit very well. You got a wide toe box that isn't quite ultra wide, but it definitely has more of that anatomical shape to it. Both shoes ran true to size, and the heel support on both were mostly just extensions of the upper. Very flexible, not a lot of structure, but that's kind of the point of a Nike Free. The standard RN version has a bit more padding in the heel that gave the shoe a bit more of a comfort feel, and it kept our heels in place just a bit better. Although the Flyknit version wasn't too shabby. It has some grooves against the liner that kind of grips your heel a bit. But overall, both shoes very much has that minimal feel, and heel slipping surprisingly wasn't much of an issue in either shoe. So hey, I'll take it. The one-piece sock-like fit on both were very nice. Nike seems to have that locked down. Overall, each upper has their benefits and its flaws. The midsole of each shoe uses a rubber Phylon blend that we found comfortable as far as minimal shoes go. Obviously not 5 fingers Vibram minimal, but much less than what you get in shoes like the Nike Reacts or the Zoom Air style shoes. We found the cushion good enough to provide padding throughout the heel and midfoot for shorter runs, of less than 5 miles. I tried going on a 7-mile long jog in each shoe throughout the week, and yeah, I was feeling it. This shoe definitely has more ground feel to it compared to these other energy returning shoes that are out nowadays. As far as speed work, these shoes were fine. It's almost like having an extra layer of padding while running barefoot. Walking around in the shoe was also comfortable, so if you're not a runner, you should be fine. But just keep in mind, for those longer runs, you might feel it, and it don't feel good. As far as the outsole, there really isn't much of one. It's just more of the midsole. Now both shoes have these laser cuts that make the shoes extremely flexible. If your foot bends, the shoe will bend with it. This essentially makes the shoes what they are. Natural feeling shoes. Not a lot of stability, I would say hardly any at all. But that's the point. Nike Free. So what do I think of the Nike Free options out this year? Well, I think they're actually not that bad. The last ones I tried were the 2017 versions of each shoe, and these are better in most ways. The fit is great. The comfort is about the same, maybe slightly more on the firmer side if anything. So would I recommend these shoes as an all-around running shoe? Nah, probably not. If someone is out there looking for their first running shoe, I would say try something more versatile. That will give you a little more support for a variety of runs. Maybe Epic React, Nike Pegasus, or maybe a non-Nike shoe. They do exist. I seen them. But I also think that these shoes aren't trying to be your all-around daily trainer. I see these shoes more as tools. Many shoes nowadays are so cushioned or very stable, and our feet aren't allowed to work the way they were meant to. The muscles in our feet get somewhat used to having a crutch. And I think that these will fit into any runner or jogger's arsenal of shoes who wants a shoe that can help them with their foot strength without going all the way minimal. Maybe something to use for a warm-up or a cool down before or after a practice. Or a shoe that can be used when you're not doing tougher workouts. I also used this shoe in the gym a couple of times. And I know it's not a training shoe, but it fared pretty well compared to using a traditional running shoe. Which you shouldn't use in the gym, but we all do it. If I had to pick between which model to get, I would say the standard RN 5.0 for the price is the way to go. Even though I did prefer the Flyknit breathability. But I don't plan on using the shoe for longer workouts to care that much. Plus, having laces is something that I'm just not willing to give up yet. So when it comes to the Flyknit version, it kind of depends on your preference and how it fits you, knowing that you really can't adjust a fit.
Test your might.
But as far as the standard Nike Free RN 5.0, your boy Jamie does approve.
Well done.
Alright guys, we are back with the post-review review. We got Young Gretchen, hashtag Team Gretchen, in his house.
Oh yeah.
Was that cool? His house?
Why'd you say it so breathy?
That was part of the, I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, so we got both Nike Frees.
Okay.
What do you think as far as the standard, regular with the laces version? This is the RN 5.0.
I liked it. I thought for Nike it had pretty good arch support. I find that usually they don't have great arch support.
Which is surprising for a free, because free is usually just flat.
Yeah, I thought it had pretty good arch support. They're really comfortable. Soles are interesting.
Look at all those rocks that got stuck into the little laser cuts.
Yeah, there's like, that's a lot actually.
Yeah, there's like pebbles all in that thing. Here, show the
Like,
people.
it's like expanded the shoe.
Look at all them rocks, cousin. Look at it. Look at it.
I found that it didn't have great traction, particularly on leaves. I wouldn't say these are a trail running shoe. Definitely more.
Why are you running on leaves?
Because you had me
Oh,
not on the
so it's
sidewalk.
my fault.
Yeah, you.
All I say is run, Gretchen.
You told me not on the sidewalk.
Because I had to change this. All right, now we're arguing again. This is why I don't have you on the channel as much.
Okay.
Now I'm upset. You know what? You're on your own. Talk about the Flyknit one.
Okay. All right, now it's better. Just me. All right, so here's the Flyknit one. I actually like this one more. I thought it was more comfortable. It felt tighter around my foot, which I like. This part's kind of weird. It I don't know. It was a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't that bad. It was just like hitting the back of your ankle. I also thought for some reason they're like the same shoe, but I actually thought the sole on this one was a little bit softer than the other one. Again, not great for trail running, I don't think. The laser cut, no traction. I'd buy this pair,
I'm sorry
not this pair.
about getting upset just now.
Thank you for apologizing.
But I don't know. I feel like to me, they felt. You said this one felt more secure.
Yeah,
To me, this one felt more secure.
well, that's weird.
I don't know.
I just thought these were tighter
Yeah.
in look and.
God, lame. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but my foot was like going like left and right a little more. Versus this one, I feel like the laces kind of gave it a little more, not a lot more.
Yeah,
I mean, you said Nike Free, it's not gonna be anything substantial, but
right.
if this was like a 5 out of 10 as far as being stable, this is like a 6. So it's still failing, you know.
Yeah.
The hookups that didn't really bother me as much, but
And it was just this one. It just hit that one spot on your ankle.
this one's a 6mm drop, and this one's a 4. So this one's a little more minimal as far as.
I did notice that actually.
So this one's a little lower as far as like the slope of the shoe. It's a little higher.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh, I see that. It literally writes that on the side
Oh
of
yeah.
the shoe.
Says 4. This one says 6.
That's convenient.
But besides that, they felt, you know, it's the same to me, but a little different to you. But that's why you're here.
That's why I'm
Give
here.
the people what they want.
Yep.
Tell them the truth.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I don't know that I would run in these, honestly.
Yeah, for running, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't
These
pick
are
this.
super awesome, like, street shoes that make you look like you run or work
Young
out
Gretchen,
or something.
why are you in the streets?
Any street.
Oh, I mean, like, the streets.
Not like the streets.
I'm like, the South Side Cedar Park, man. There's some rough streets out there.
No. Just
One
like,
time I was at a stop sign and some guy didn't stop. I was like, man.
This is like what you wear when you go out and you're wearing athletic clothes to make it look like you actually work out, but you really don't.
Story of my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like those workout moms.
Yeah, that's honestly. Yeah.
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 All right. I picked this pair. She goes with this pair. Obviously, it's a split. I gave my review. You heard what she had to say about it. With that said, let us know which one you prefer. Like, have you tried one of these yet? Or let us know in the comment section. And with that said, be sure to stay in school. Do not do drugs. Keep it tight.
There you go.
Justin!
What's up?
Man, come over here.
Not a video.
This is going to be the bonus section of everything. Nike Freeze, what do you think?
I mean, this one kind of reminds me of a banana, and I love bananas.
He does love bananas.
And this one kind of reminds me of like a ghost or something. And in my mind, ghosts are like fast.
Ghosts are cooler. Ghosts are cooler. They also
So
go
I don't
through
know.
walls.
Between a banana and a ghost, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with banana. I just like them that much.
All right, so 2 bananas, 1 ghost.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Sorry.
Once again, hold the L. All right. Get out, Justin.
Okay.
Okay. So now you got promoted.
Yep.
Congrats.
Basically, that just means I'm covered in bruises and my knees hurt like a mother trucker.
Hey, language.
I said trucker.
Oh, okay.
I told you about that, right?
Yeah,
Fifth grade.
that you told me the story.
You made me stand on a chair. So it's too short. I'm not really sure why they picked me in the
Well, you're
first
tall
place.
now. Look at you now.
Yeah, all 5'5" and a half of me.
No,
I add things to the video.
you add confusion.
I don't know. I really think they're gonna like the barrel racing scene there.
Oh God.
The closer you are to the pole, the faster you are. It's because our tires are flat. Who bikes?
Biking's hard though.
Yeah, even worse with a flat tire.
Don't be rude.
Just being helpful.
Apologize
Sorry, man.
for.
What am I playing?
All right, well, not yet. Why do you always start going?
I'm looking at
That's
them.
just funny.
Look, it even like writes out the name on the outside. I can't read that.
Ready?